I'm Frank, and this is the Yamanote line ramen series. We're in Harajuku right now, famous for crepes, fashion, being a trendy spot, but not really known for ramen. However, the ramen place that we're visiting today is dog-friendly and also with vegan ramen. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Kawaii. And Crouton, clearly more popular than me. That's his name here, Crouton. Hey buddy, say hi to the camera. He's more of a cat in terms of personality. Anyways, we'll be diving into vegan ramen here at Harajuku at a dog-friendly place. Let's go. I'm Frank, and this is the Yamanote line ramen series, visiting every stop along Tokyo's 30-station loop, one bowl at a time. So far, we've slurped our way through some pretty wild stops, and in the last episode, we were in Shibuya, famous for its neon lights, its chaos, and that endless crossing of people. This time, we've taken just a small step over to Harajuku. It's still busy, still full of energy, but it's got its own rhythm. A little more relaxed, a little more playful. You've got the Meiji Shrine just around the corner, Yoyogi Park nearby, and Omotesando, lined with designer stores and cafes beneath a canopy of trees. And tucked between all that, the back streets are packed with quirky shops, sweets, and plenty of good eats. Today, we're keeping it light, visiting a vegan and dog-friendly ramen shop right here in Harajuku. And joining me is my guest for the day, Crouton. Just waiting for our ramen now, and always nice when I can enjoy a meal with this guy. Not normally possible at ramen shops. There were two vegan ramen options. I got the pink beet ramen, but there's also a green curry vegan ramen. And outside of that, they've got some pretty interesting options, fusion included. And our ramen has just arrived here, and it is as pink as could be. It looks very impressively pink. I'm excited. But yeah, this is in a way very Harajuku. The dog friendliness, of course, but the fact that I can have ramen with him is great. Now today I don't need to rush as much just because, well, we've got the outdoor seating to ourselves. There's not a big line, but this is essentially what I'm doing every time the bowl touches down. Get a couple up top shots, get a couple from the side, doing the drone shot, helicopter shot, whatever you want to call it. Do a little bit of back and forth. That is such a dramatic pink. I've never seen a ramen this pink before. I don't even know if I've seen a ramen that's pink as it is. Oh, those noodles are great. These look amazing. Ooh, that's good. I'm not really a beets guy, but that's a beautiful flavor. Wow. Vegan or not, you will appreciate this. There's this milkiness to it alongside the beet flavor, which gives it some sweetness, some acidity. It's really good. And those noodles are fantastic. They're almost like chewy pasta noodles, more than, say, ramen noodles. In terms of toppings, let's see what we got. We got red raw onions. We have kikurage, a little bit of chili strips. Got some pretty looking mizuna greens, the leaves there. Very refreshing. This is really good. I'm digging this. This is, again, coming from someone that's not vegan. No, I appreciate a good bowl of vegan ramen. Crouton is a really sweet dog. He thinks he's a cat. We have a theory that he might have grown up with cats. He's not independent. He misses us very, very dearly when we're out of the house, even just for 5 minutes going upstairs. It's like, why'd you go down? You know, typical Yorkie behavior. Kind of like, pick me up, and then as soon as you do, put me down, put me down. But he definitely needs to be close to us. But at the same time, he's so quiet. He never barks unless he's super hungry. He's just such a great dog. When we were getting him at the shelter, it was so cute. He chose my wife. He kind of sat down next to her and just sat there, almost like, I know you're gonna pick me. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't know what I was doing. I'm kind of hanging out with some other dogs at the shelter. And feel free to follow him on Instagram. I'll put the account name up here. Life is good. Just ordered a glass of white wine and I'm hanging out with my dog here. This is, what do we have here? This is sea bream, madai no oyatsu, and basically a sea bream snack. Sit down, he's already sitting. He knows before I said anything. He's ready to dive in. That was great ramen. So let's talk a little bit about the area of Harajuku and then Harajuku ramen. So Harajuku itself, yeah, understandably, it's very popular with tourists that are visiting Japan, visiting Tokyo. I think that's in big part because of Meiji Shrine. It's one of the most impressive green spaces in Tokyo. It's like a garden sanctuary, beautiful shrine, and very much connected to Yoyogi Park. So in a city where there isn't as many green spaces as
say, London or New York, it is a beautiful, beautiful green space. And I think a must visit, as popular as it is. The surrounding area around Meiji Shrine, I mean, it's just such a contrast. You go down like the Omotesando Road, which was basically back in the day, the road they would use to proceed up to the shrine. That today is kind of like Fifth Avenue in that there's a lot of high-end stores, all of the famous brands. There's an Apple store there. There's Dior, for example, and Louis Vuitton. So very ritzy, but you go off in those back streets, it gets more interesting to me. And there's these tiny little alleyways where there's great food, great places to drink at. And even Cat Street, while it has become super popular and touristy, it's not nearly as crowded as Takeshita Street. It's become a lot more popular than it used to be, to the point where it's very much like, say, a Shibuya Crossing, Times Square, and it's a fun street. There is gonna be higher prices there, and the only thing for me is like, it's just way too crowded. So try and visit at an earlier time if you're gonna go over. I do like the Tokyo Plaza building. I think the escalator going up is really cool, and the one across from it too is a really cool building architecture-wise. I'm told the view from the top of it is really spectacular. So there's been a lot of development in Harajuku recently, and that also includes across from the station where there's an IKEA, there's luxury apartments above it. So Harajuku has undergone a lot of changes. But if you walk away from Harajuku station, just like I was talking about at Shibuya, you will be pleasantly surprised. It gets quiet. There's even like residential areas with houses. And even if you don't get to those residential areas, there are great little places that are off the main drag, whether it's off of Cat Street, off of Takeshita-dori. Well, maybe not off of Takeshita-dori, you're still pretty close to the action. But my point is just explore. So let's look at some of the top ranked places here in Harajuku. So this is a newcomer to the scene, Ginza Onodera. They are from the same group that does Michelin Yakitori in New York and Tokyo. And the chef is actually from a French cuisine background, and they've got truffle wontons or truffle dumplings. So basically bringing his French cuisine experience to the world of ramen. And I've been there, it's very good. Priced a little bit higher because it's around this area, Harajuku Omotesando, but very, very good, high-level shoyu-based ramen. Very much recommended. Sumisu is a place I haven't been to in a while, but from what I remember, it's very good. Closer to the Aoyama side of things. And pretty much after that, it gets very chainy. We've got Kyushu Jangara, which is frequented by tourists, also because they have vegan ramen there, a vegan shoyu ramen, and tonkotsu ramen, very popular. Also got a vegan bistro on the floor above. And the vegan ramen there is solid, but this definitely goes into the more fusion, fun direction, I'd say. Another place that's very popular with visitors to Japan, Afuri has a branch here. At Afuri, if I'm gonna order any ramen, it is their spicy tsukemen. I love that. That will be my go-to as opposed to their yuzu shio ramen or even their rainbow vegan ramen. That pretty much sums up Harajuku. There's not a lot going on here ramen-wise. That said, Bassanova is definitely a place I recommend. And of course, Ginza Onodera, I would say those are the two standouts here. But you can't go wrong, we're in Japan. If you're coming to Tokyo for the first time, chances are very high you're gonna be visiting Harajuku, at least for Meiji Shrine. If you want ramen, vegan ramen, visit Bassanova. Hope you enjoyed this video in the Yamanote Ramen Line series. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And the next station we'll be visiting is Yoyogi. And in that episode, we'll also be featuring a special guest, someone who I'm very close to. And we're gonna be visiting the top ranked spot in all of Yoyogi. Amazing ramen. Thanks for tuning in. Frank from 5am Ramen signing out.